MRTC is brought to you in part by the Hexagon Bar, Butch's Custom Motorcycles, Willie's American Guitars, Hot Comics, Pacifier, Visual Anarchy Art and Design Services, Renegades Bar and Grill, GB Layton's Pickle Park, Star Bar Bar and Grill, Hairball, this is MRTC.
Hey, it's Patrick with MRTC here at the Rock Nightclub. Filter frontman Richard Patrick in the house, y'all. And we were just mic checking. We're thinking about doing the whole interview like this.
Testes.
We're just testing our mics. But seriously, Filter is on tour right now. You're probably seeing this after the fact, but Filter might be coming around again in the fall or anytime you have a chance to see Filter. I highly recommend it. I've been a big fan for quite some time, and Filter's going along, and then all of a sudden Filter is, like, I don't know, on a hiatus.
I went into rehab.
Anyone, and then that's done, and then I'm like, what the hell? And now Filter's back. So quit playing with my heart, dude. You're just messing with me.
Yeah, I had an interesting conversation with my brother Robert when I was working on Army of Anyone, and I called up Robert and Dean. I said, I think I might want to go back to Filter, and and what do you think about that? And they were like, that's cool. We're thinking about going back to STP, and my brother Robert was just like, he's like, Rich, for years, you were in Filter and you turned your back on Filter with drinking and getting in trouble with booze and everything, and then you went into rehab on your, I released the Amalgamut, and a month later I went into rehab and stopped touring and couldn't work that record, and then I did Army of Anyone, and my brother Robert was just like, have you ever noticed, like, you've really turned your back on Filter, and it's been the best thing for you? And I was really taken back by that, and creatively, I needed to do Army of Anyone. It was something that I wanted to do. Robert and Dean are amazing songwriters, and they're incredibly gifted. Same with Ray Luzier, incredibly gifted musician. But it was kind of perceived as like a supergroup, and really it was just four guys getting together and wanting to make amazing music. And you fall into the entrapment of kind of like after Audio Slave and Velvet Revolver, you're kind of another. So it was a even though it was a very successful thing for us, I felt it was still harder than I thought it was gonna be to be in that band. I'm being really honest.
No, I appreciate it.
But the reality is my legacy is Filter. The thing that I'm most proudest, I left 9 Inch Nails in 1993 for Filter, and I promise, as long as there's an audience, that I'll continue to make records and do Filter. And I'm surrounded with amazing people. I have Mitch Marlowe on guitar, John Spiker on bass, and Mika Finio on drums. And they're such talented people. They were replacing some big shoes with Gino and Frank and Steve and Brian Leeskang and Matt Walker. And I knew that by having new people, it would be something that would solidify more of a future, because in all honesty, they're young and they're so eager to carve their name into music that they really see Filter as an amazing opportunity, and I'm really excited that this is kind of the new level of the band.
Right.
And they've upped it so far. They're such great musicians that I think this is the return that needed to happen for Filter. It was a new lineup and kind of a new attitude, and
Yeah, I'm happy to have Filter back, and going back, just a couple of things that you said. I mean, I was a big fan of Stone Temple Pilots. I'm glad they're back together, but I was super excited when you guys all got together and collaborated. So that was pretty cool. But now I'm really excited about Filter being back together, and the new record, Anthems for the Dam, is out in stores now, and Filter is on tour. But I want to talk to you a little bit About some of your former members, well, we'll just talk about, I'll just say Frank. We're going to talk a little bit more about Frank and a filter lyric. You are the easiest interview ever, by the way. We started that show and you just bang. Here's the history of filter. It was awesome. I didn't have to ask him anything. But I want to ask you specifically about a lyric in one of your songs, and Frank, and also a new tattoo you got that you have. So
thank you.
We'll talk more with Richard Patrick from Filter after this on MRTC.
Distorting the youth of America. It's MRTC.
Our hours here are from 11 a.m. until 4 a.m. and sometimes we stay later, 7 days a week. We never close for holidays, so come on down. Ladies play free here at Jimmy's Pro Billiards every day with groups of 2 or more. Or for you guys that want to bring the ladies down, you guys pay, but the ladies play free when you bring them. So come on down to Jimmy's Pro Billiards and have some fun and try the late night hours also. And we also have food and drinks down here, but it's non-alcoholic. Thank you.